Well, good morning, guys. Welcome to Words from a Friend podcast. I'm your host, Marty Curie, and this is the podcast that follows my book, Words from a Friend, A Daily Guide to a Purposeful Life. It's available at Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. We're on a 365-day inner journey together, so happy and grateful to have you along. We're on day 71 of that journey, and today's message is called Our Distressing Disguises. Our Distressing Disguises. And it goes like this. Mother Teresa, Mama T, Mother Teresa was once asked what she saw when she walked the streets of Calcutta, India, where poverty and suffering is an everyday reality. The earthly saint, she was an earthly saint, she was an earth angel. She said, I see Jesus in his many distressing disguises. I see Jesus in other people, in many distressing human disguises. And the most distressing is when we're in fear. We're in fear and all the subsets of fear, sadness, and we're just walking around lost in some way from fear. Okay? And Mother Teresa always said she felt that her own darkness follow her whole life. She knew her darkness, but she spread light. She knew her darkness. So she was able to see in other people their sadness, their pain, the anger, the suffering, easily, right? But she was also able to see their light, most importantly, and that's what she pulled out, and that's what she saw in them, and that's how she saw past the distressing disguises and into her own unconditional loving way as an earth angel, as a purveyor of God's light, okay? She was once asked, she said, what she meant by this is that she was able to see beyond the human disguise and clearly recognize a fellow soul, a connected soul. She connected in light. So she knew both pain and joy in the other. She could see it because she knew it very well in herself because she has done the walk, the inner journey. Her whole life was the inner journey with God, walking with God, and it was just like that was what it was all about. And it was all about giving. She was no taker. Mama T was no taker. She was a giver of light, not a taker of it and forgetting it and suffering in the depths because we don't recognize it in ourselves. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to recognize that we are the light. We are the light. We have the darkness, right? We have it. We all have it. We all feel it. But we are the light. The darkness is only here while we're here. It's just the contrast to the best way forward and who we really are. Okay? And that's how we need to use it. That's how we need to use it as contrast, not slipping into it. Not slipping into it and going low. And, in many different ways, going low. The high road is recognizing who you are, and remembering at all times. And that's the way you walk. When you start to fall off, you remember quicker. Every time you remember quicker who you really are. And that's the practice. That's the practice of being a more peaceful, ever-loving self that you want to feel inside, where the world is so heavy. But you don't realize how much lighter you can be. You don't realize how much lighter you can feel. Okay? You just have to connect and detach from so much crap that we hold on to as daily habits and wayward thinking. Okay? Despite this outer shell that would frighten, sadden, or be judged by most, Mother Teresa saw past this and she went into her true sight of unconditional love. She used God energy. This true sight of hers understood immediately, accepted immediately, and entered their world on their terms, right where they were. Right where they were, which is where we should approach life. And somebody's in front of us, it's right where they are, right? What can we do? There they are. God placed us in this moment in time. Here we are. So, spread the light. Spread the light, okay? Her gift was always the same, love and light. She gave her gift without any expectations or reservations. She knew her job. She knew her job in a dark world, what it was. She was a way shower, a light bearer, a lighthouse for so many. And we can all be that. We all are that when we choose to be. It's just a choice. It's a consistent choice to choose your light. Choose your light. Know your darkness. Wield your light. Okay? Mother Teresa led an amazing life, and she healed many during her journey just by her mere presence, as Jesus did, just by his presence. You just felt it. You just felt that love, and it's just like so healing. Just like takes you way out of your ego. It's like, whoa, now I remember who I am. Well, that's the power of the light. That's the power of it. Jesus said, we are it. Jesus was a street preacher. He didn't come here to form churches. He didn't. I'm sorry, but he didn't. He came here to tell us we're all just like him. All the same. We're from the light. And when we remember that, no evil can touch us. No evil can form in us, around us. And that's what has happened. Because we've forgotten who we are. And we believe ourselves to be the ego. So we form groups. We form, armies. We form all this stuff, even in our own worlds. For protection. From what? From fear. Fear itself. Fear causes armies. Fear causes all the ugly we see. Fear causes ugly in ourselves. Okay? But fear is not real. What's real is our light. And when we all come together in it, fear has had its day. The little puny pissant that fear is. That's all it is. It used to be for survival. In survival world. We needed it to walk out of our house and so a bear doesn't attack us. We have some skills in survival world. But we're out of survival world now. We know too much. Come on. We know too much to be living in our ego. We're the light, and we're here to change this place for much better than we're watching die right now. We're here to play a part. And your light is more important than you'll ever know in your ego. Your ego will never tell you how important your light is because your ego doesn't know your light, doesn't understand it, because the ego is the made-up self, right? But the light understands the ego. The light understands the ego. That's why when you have a little bit of light in your darkness, it's just the understanding of this. I'm in a shit place. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be, right? But and then you go, okay, there's your guidance. Are you going to listen to it? That little speck of light in all that darkness that you've been living in? Are you going to listen to the speck of light? Okay, that's going to be your seed of faith. That's going to be your seed of faith, and you grow that light, and you start dismantling that darkness by ignoring it, moving past the fear, doing anyway, becoming anyway, right? That's how you do it. You kick the doors open in front of you and say, no, sir, Mr. Fear. No, sir, that's not who I am. You're not who I am. I can do anything. God says I can do anything. God over fear any day of the week, because it's like you turn the light switch on in a dark room. Where does the darkness go? Where does it go? It flees. It flees. There is no darkness. You can see. Now you can see everything in there. Well, that's what you're doing in your inner world. You're switching the light on. And you're going, all right, you rats that have been in here that have been, taking my compass off course, eating the wires. Those mice eating the wires. No. Time to go. Skedaddle. Get out. Okay? Now I recognize the darkness as lessons. Okay, there's my lessons, but I learned it. And I learned what not to do now. That's the most important thing, what not to do, and what's going to replace what not to do. Something that serves you, your well-being, your light, and then in turn serves the world because it brings light. It brings light. Something that makes you really feel good about your path. Like I always say, work on yourself and good things happen. Work on yourself every day and good things happen consistently because you're consistently doing the work. You're your own hero. Do the work. It's the noble path. It's the worthy work on yourself. It's what you came here to do, is release your light. Know your darkness, but release the light. Don't hesitate anymore at all. Crack it open. You're the fire horse. Let's see. This is the message we must pay attention to, Mother Teresa's message, to over all others' message. Over all others, right? We see other people, we walk past them, we scorn them for how they live or where they are in their life, or we're looking down on people, or we're looking at other people who have more than us, like, oh my God, they're so lucky. How do you know? How do you know they're so lucky? It's because they have money. They're lucky. Yeah, let me tell you something. I've seen a lot of dysfunction in lucky, lots of dysfunction. And I've seen lots of love where there's nothing, where people have nothing, but there's lots of love. They just don't recognize who they are yet. Okay, and that's what we're here to do. And we're even here to wake up the numbskulls who think they're better than everybody else. You know, it's not true. We're here as one family to recognize we're all playing a part in a play. But when the remembrance comes, we'll all be like, the curtain comes up, what's known as the veil, it comes down, and we all say, oh man, what a garbage play that turned into. Good thing we came together, because that was a shit show. Was, because that's what we're going to be able to say. Was, because we're banding together now in truth. We just want truth. The people at the up at the top, still at the top, that are teetering, about to be knocked off the top, are not truth tellers at all. They're just, mind screwers for personal gain. We're recognizing that. Come on, we're recognizing that's it. We've all been slaves to a system that is just an ugly one. An ugly one, guided by man rather than God. By man. It's like, come on, it's like the Lord of the Flies. It's like the Lord of the Flies. We're coming out of that 3D world. We're moving higher. We're ascending beyond that nonsense. We ascend beyond it in ourselves, and we can look at it and laugh and go, oh my God, I was such a buffoon in so many ways. Not to hate yourself, your former selves at all. It's just part of the process. It's just part of the process. Don't ever do that either. Okay? Don't hate yourself. Don't hate the things that you've experienced. It's all part of the becoming. Okay? Bless your past. Let the ugly go. But live now. Live better for yourself, for your family, for your life, for your career. All of that stuff. It just takes your light, takes believing in yourself. Not an arrogant belief, but a confident belief in that you're part of the whole, part of the one. And you couldn't be more blessed than that. You were already blessed beyond belief. You just have to move into your blessings by saying yes to the ones that God gave you, those talents that you've been burying because of fear. Let them out. They'll lead the way. They'll lead the way. Let them lead the way. Don't let fear lead the way. Fear is not your blessing. The blessing is overcoming it. And you have everything it takes. You have everything it takes. Okay? Don't believe that voice that says you can't. The liar. The liar inside you. We need not sit back and wait for the next Mother Teresa to take this helm and do the work for so many of us to admire, right? We must do the same, each in our own personal worlds. Your own Father Teresa, Mother Teresa. You're your own, just in your own way that God created you, your own unique personal way, your beautiful way. I've seen it, so many. I can see it in you. I can see it in everybody. I look for it because that's what I want to see in you. Because I want to have fun. I want to laugh with you, right? That's what I look for. That's why I try to drag it out, because it's always there. It's like the sun. I see you're cloudy. I'm going to go see if I can help you part the clouds, because I love that when somebody comes and does that for me, right? That's what we're supposed to do. That's your inner Mother Teresa. That's it. Just being a help to the world. Just being a help when you can. Nothing crazy. God will tell you when. You'll know it. He'll nudge you. It's like, hey, El Stupido. He won't call you that. Here you go. Here's a chance to spread your light. He will never call you El Stupido. That would be your ego. Okay. We all have been given many talents and gifts to share, but the one that offers you and others the most healing and life-giving energy is your unconditional love, not your judgment in there. Like, I will love you if you do exactly what I say. No. Herr Commandant, no. Love without expectation or judgment. This is the fountain of life we all must consistently give and receive in order to live a meaningful and purposeful life. So today, if you should come across anyone in a distressing disguise, instead of judgment, offer your good stuff. See the worn-out shell as merely a suit of rusty armor that has done its best to protect a damaged soul. Do your best to offer a step up in their day. Your own soul will be opened up, and it'll let you know exactly what to do or say. You don't have to worry about what you're going to say when you're walking in your life. You don't have to worry about what you're going to do in the moment. So you just send your blessing ahead of yourself every day. It's like, Father, bless this day. Bless this day. Let me do my best in this day. Let me give my best in this day. Let me come home, go to bed satisfied. Bingo, Americano. You've just set yourself up for a nice intention for the day. Simple. Okay? And you intend to walk in as a blessing for yourself and then others. And you'll find that satisfaction at the end of the day. And that's when you say thank you again. You keep the wheel turning, your own wheel turning. You keep mindful of where your power comes from. All right? Because the ego just wants to dwell in the negative or a story of the day that it's just got you all perplexed, things like that. The more you work on yourself, my friend, the less you'll even think about dwelling. You'll just think about, all right, I've done my best. I have to give the rest to God. Then you're using God as your partner, your co-creator. God does so much for you. You can't even see. God protects you in so many ways you don't even know. You don't even know, all in the unseen. That's why we walk by faith and not by sight. Walk by faith. It is the true calm. It is the true calm, and it is the true trust in that no matter what happens, God walks with me. And I can rest in that. I can rest in that. And be, certainly a lot less reactive. A lot less. And say, okay, we're doing this. I'm bringing my best to it. I'm here to serve this too. I'm here to serve this too. That's when you take your power back from your ego, from fear. I got this. I got this, fear. No, I got this. All right? Say it with conviction. And then just do it. Just do it. Without the nonsense, without the hoopla. Get right to it. Okay? You feel that, right? Just get to it. Don't go around the block 10 times just to go next door. Okay. Your own soul will open up and will let you know exactly what to do or say. Trust it. Look into the eyes of a distressed soul, and you too will feel something you've known yourself. Then ask yourself what I would need in this situation. The eyes are the window to the soul. You have trouble looking in the eyes of another person. Don't. It's where the truth lives. Some people can't look because they don't want to be seen, and you can understand that too. But when you're in a conversation with somebody, eye contact is part of the connection. It's part of the connection. Okay? I would say, like I said, taught my kids to be high firsters. Say hi first. Eye contact. Good handshake. Firm handshake. Firm, like you're present. You mean it. Not one of those floppy, gummy handshakes. No, be present. Hello. Good to see you. Mean it. You want to lead a meaningful life, you've got to be meaningful about the things that you express. Most importantly, your love and your respect for other people. You let people know you respect them right off the bat in a nice, high, kind handshake, and that's it, man. Doors open to at least finding out if you're compatible in a relationship. You're offering your best up first, right? Your first impression should just be, hey, I come in peace, and, I'm just a regular person here to live a good life just like you. Just a soul traveler. Trying to get my shit right just like you. Right? Trying to get my shit right just like you. Okay. Let's see. The answer will be forthcoming and your action will be a gift from the divine source within you. You take the time. You'll ask for nothing in return, but you'll be given the gift of an expanding self, expanding soul. Kindness, you don't ask for anything in return with kindness. Mother Teresa hey, that's $5 for some of that unconditional love. Come here, $5 for a hug from Mother T. No. She just gave as her duty. As her duty to what her light is and what lives in it. What lives in that light is what you give. And man, that's your most beautiful self. Do not hide that. Do not hide that, my friends. It's your own beautiful garden that you're covering over. Don't cover over your garden. Water it. Let the sun on it. Express it. Give from it. Pluck some nice flowers for friends from it. Here you go. Here's some of my garden. Some of them tomatoes. That's it. So today, CTA. Notice how your ego wants to judge another as less than or more than you in some way, right? That's the ego does. Judge and jury. We always talk about it. The inner critic criticizes you and it criticizes other. It's a wheel of criticism. It's a wheel of low negative energy. The criticism. Constant. Bickering. Moaning. Complaining. Same wheel. It all lives on that same wheel of yuck. The yuck wheel of life. Okay, this is a powerful step forward in your own rise. Once you've become the witness to your own ego, you become present. You become present. Once you ask yourself if you're present, you're present. Am I present? Yeah, I am. Do I see what my ego's doing inside, what it wants me to say? Yeah. Or am I witnessing my thoughts instead of just becoming them? Yeah. Okay, baby, you're on the journey. That's it. You're on it. You're on the inner journey, and you're going to find some beautiful stuff in there to express about yourself that you weren't able to do before, because you've opened up. You've opened up. And once you've become the witness to your ego, it opens up to higher choices and a more beautiful path. Always. That's why the inner journey is the one we're here for. The best inner journey creates the best outer journey. That's what it is. It's what's in here is projected outward. That becomes your life. It becomes your experience. So your choices and how you move matters. That's it. You're an artist. You can choose what you're painting at all times when you have control of this, right? When you're mindful, the journey to mindfulness, you're on it. We're on it together. It's helping me just as much as it's helping you. And so I really appreciate that you're along for the ride. And that's it for today, my friends. That's it for today. Much love. Go out and get it today. All right, make your dreams come true. You've got everything it takes. Much love. See you tomorrow.